Kandamandalakaram yaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanatinirandasya yana jana shalakaya Chakshurummilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sthavanam Jangamam Gatam Yakinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Pavajivya Piyat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sarva Shruti Shiroratna Virachita Padam Bujaha Vedantam Buja Suryoya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shango Yomatito Niranjanaha Indonada Kalatita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samaruda Tattvamada Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradatacha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Aneka Jamba Samprata Karma Banda Vidayine Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shoshanam Bhava Sindhosya Yapanam Sara Sampadana Guru Padodakam Samya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Naguro Radhikam Tatvam Naguro Radhikam Tapaham Tattva Jnana Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Manatam Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mahatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Radhira Nadisya Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhushka Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidyadharinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Sa Come to the temple of my heart, Devavata.
Guru Swami Vishwananda.
Tumhi Bhagavan mere Sadguru Swami Vishwananda.
Guru Tumhi Bhagavan mere Sadguru Swami Vishwananda.
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 Guru Tumhi Bhagavan mere Sadguru Swami Vishwananda.
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 Guru Tumhi Bhagavan mere Sadguru Swami Vishwananda.
Tumhi Bhagavan mere Sadguru Swami Vishwananda.
Mana mandir mein Gurudeva Devavata.
Mandir mein Gurudeva Devavata. Mandir mein Gurudeva Om Vishamaya Namaha, Om Devakaya Samudyakaya Namaha, Om Sukshmatanave Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Gurumurtaye Namaha, Om Sundaraya Namaha, Om Sulochanaya Namaha, Om Sumukhaya Namaha, Om Charuhasaya Namaha, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Padmabhujaya Namaha, Om Mandagamanaya Namaha, Om Charumbaradharine Namaha, Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Mandirastapakaya Namaha, Om Srinivavachakaya Namaha, Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha, Om Alpanasvikarakaya Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayana Iti Mantrapasakaya Namaha, Om Swaramayaya Namaha, Om Madhurakantaya Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtana Lolopaya Namaha, Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha, Om Mitabhashine Namaha, Om Vagmine Namaha, Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha, Om Vratadharaya Namaha, Om Sadhave Namaha, Om Jagatpantaya Namaha, Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha, Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha, Om Suradaya Namaha, Om Anukulaya Namaha, Om Neyaya Namaha, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha, Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha, Om Premamurtaye Namaha, Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha, Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha, Om Swastidayakaya Namaha, Om Tarakaya Namaha, Om Anugrahaya Namaha, Om Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Architaya Namaha, Om Arthaya Namaha, Om Siddhipradaya Namaha, Om Janardhanaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Maharshaya Namaha, Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha, Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha, Om Atmalingaya Namaha, Om Lingachalapasakaya Namaha, Om Siddhisaranaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Karupasakaya Namaha, Om Sukshmaya Namaha, Om Vishwakaya Namaha, Om Satvikaya Namaha, Om Samadarshine Namaha, Om Dakshaya Namaha, Om Achityaya Namaha, Om Nirankaraya Namaha, Om Nirmohaya Namaha, Om Avyakaya Namaha, Om Chitakrodaya Namaha, Om Vinayashilaya Namaha, Om Svavashaya Namaha, Om Kushalaya Namaha, Om Shamaya Namaha, Om Satyadharmaya Namaha, Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha, Om Viraktaya Namaha, Om Atindraya Namaha, Om Satyasandaya Namaha, Om Pavitraya Namaha, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha, Om Suranandaya Namaha, Om Nandanaya Namaha, Om Prasanatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Sutapaya Namaha, Om Samyaya Namaha, Om Gohyaya Namaha, Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha, Om Gabhiraya Namaha, Om Guptaya Namaha, Om Atmaramaya Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Dipidharaya Namaha, Om Dhanyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Duratikramaya Namaha, Om Gahanaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harisharana Margadashakaya Namaha, Om Kudasya Jagartakaya Namaha, Om Abhiprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samadhyaya Namaha, Om Shamakata Bhavavadakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Shri Swananda Swamine Namaha. Ato Deva Avantu no Yato Vishnur Vichakrame Prithivya Santadhama Vihi Idam Vishnur Vichakrame Tehanidade Padam Samodamasya Bhagum Sure Tini Pada Vichakrame Vishnur Gopadabhyaha Ato Dharmani Tarene Vishnu Karmani Pashyatayato Vritani Paspashe Indrasya Yujasaka Tat Vishno Paramam Padagum Sada Pashanti Suryaha Diviva Chakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagruvagum Sasamindate Vishnoya Paramam Padam. Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate Om Premavataraaya Vidmahi Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate Om Premavataraaya Vidmahi Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kurame Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketavare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Devyadi Sagadara Shridhava Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Shabhavana Sahare Murare Radhesha Gopisha Surupa Brahmani Vanga Shri Dvarakashaya Vakunta Padevu Aneka Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Meghakrite Matarupa Varaha Murte Te Vikramaya Guhane Brahrama Rama Shri Ramakrishna Yadunandana Kalpi Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paraparesha Damodara Sadharananda Kadari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Sambrita Dina Bandho Gopi Jana Priya Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Ramdishai Bhujakani Patarpasai Sarvakta Hitsadhanashai Ramangashai Shri Gopavama Mridutarpa Sukadishai Gopa Vallabhare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashapatri Sukhanarada Gautamadi Brahmashi Sangamani Sangama Bharatesho Ishranti Devatava Darshana Bhagya Hetu Gopala Shekhara Hare Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Jani Tulasi Dalamani Kadyahe Mayani Ranjani Bhuti Samudaharanti Ishranti Tappavata Bharatale Mulindraha Raina Manohara Hare Tava Suprabhatam Vedantrayam Patati Gotama Karna Guryaha Jayanti Satguna Gano Varadasa Vargaha Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kada Visheshaha Shri Naradani Rishaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhano Garana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Sudesha Bhavakti Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukmini Shavarada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhakti Banjana Kripakara Dina Bandho Vidyanta Gayati Janam Priya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padma Dhara Prameya Padmalaya Shradita Padma Nivasa Shori Padmodbhavati Sura Sevika Pada Padma Padma Dinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindata Devi Haranaya Mahendra Vanya Kandarpa Darpa Haratina Sudesha Rupa Chandrana Gaya Siddha Chandana Lipna Neha Govinda Yadava Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nanda Yashoda Kumara Dheera Mayanga Dina Vishoda Supushpahara Nirambudana Susarira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vashri Jambamati Satya Sugandhi Vardha Shri Vinda Vinda Divasam Prabhuti Kantyahe Krishnam Vidivya Bhavamirtava Sevanardam Gopi Vana Priyare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyutananda Mukunda Shori Rai Rama Madhora Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayurna Nishambaranti Brahmi Muhurta Samayani Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patante Aharnishtam Bori Kritam Mahapapai Shri Krishna Grahe Toka
Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Sintamani Prakara Samasukalpa Vriksham Laksha Vritesh Surabira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kanantamaravinda Dalayatacham Bhalavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alula Chandra Kala Sadvana Malya Vamsi Ratnam Gadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shyamam Tribanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vritti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Shadavatsara Sampragamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Muni Pungavanam Sokyasti Yasra Tadasintya Vachintya Tatve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Sura Chayatum Jaganta Kotim Yaschasti Asti Jaganta Chayaya Antara Andatarasta Paramana Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Yadbhava bhavitadiyo manujashtateva Samprapya rupa mahima sanayana dosha Shukteyameva nigama pratite suvanti Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavitavis Kavirya eva nijarupataya kalavi Goloka eva nivasatya kilatma bhuto Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Manjanachurita bhakti vilochanena Sankasadeva hridayeshu vilokayanti Yam shama sundaram achintya gunasvarupam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Namadi mudi sukalani amena krishna Jnanavatara makarat bhuvaneshu kinto Krishna swayam samabhavat paramam pumayam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasya prabha prapadato jagadanta koti Kotishva shesha vasudhari vibhuti vinam Tat brahmanishkaramanandam ashesha bhutam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Maya yasya jaganta jatani sute Trigunyata vishaya veda vitayamana Sattvam vanam vipara sattva vishure sattvam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chinmaya rasatmadaya yadasu Yatpranidam pratipalam smaratam upedya Lila itena bhuvanani jayatejasram Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Golokanam vijadam nikayesha tasya Devi mahesha haridama suteshu teshu Tete prabhava nichaya veta shayena Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Shishti shiti pranaya sadhana shakti reka Chayeva yasya bhuvanani vibharti durga Vichana rupam api yasya chatesha sa Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Shiram yakanta vivikara vishesha yoga Sanjayate naitata pratahasti heto Yasambhutam api tata samupeti karyat Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dipachideva nidashashanamaduvedya Dipayate vivruta hetu samana dharma Yastadikeva nisha vishnutaya vibhakti Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Yakaranananagade bhaktisma yoga Nidramananta jaganta saroma kopa Adara shakti mahalambya param samurtyam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasika vishvasita kala matavalamya Jivanti loma vinaja jaganantanata Vishnur mahansaiva yasya kala vishesho Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Varnam Brahmanya Tasma Sakalesu Nitesu Teja Shriyam Niyam Pakataya Prasita Kahatra Brahmaya Isha Jagananta Vidana Katra Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatpada Pallava Yugam Vinidaya Kumbha Gandhi Pranama Samaye Saganadi Raja Vignam Vihantu Malayasya Jagatrayasya Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Tajim Mahingam Yanarambu Varundi Satya Kadasta Chato Manasriti Jagatrayani Yasmat Bhavanti Vilavanti Vishanti Yamcha Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatchakshuresha Savita Sakala Grahanam Rajasamasta Suramurti Rashesha Tejaha Yasya Gnayam Brahmati Samprita Kala Chakro Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Dharmukta Papa Nishayasya Sayasya Pansi Brahmadikita Patagava Jayasya Jivaha Yatatta Matra Vibhava Prakata Prabhava Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yastvindra Gopama Kavindra Mahusma Karma Vandana Rupa Parapajana Mataroti Karmani Nirdhati Kintu Shabhakti Bhaja Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yam Krodha Kama Sahaja Pranayadi Vitti Vatsarya Moha Guru Gaurava Sevya Bhavare Sanchitya Tasya Sanchintana Rapurete Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Om Agnanaatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Gurudev, good morning. Today we have the Canto 7, Chapter 7, verses 30 and 31. Guru Sustraya Bhaktaya Sarvalavrapaменacham Sangina Sadhu Bhaktanam Ishvaradhadanenacham Shradaya Tatkatayam Cha Kirtanirguna Karmanam Tat Padamburu Hadyanat Tallingeksharanam Divihi. One must accept the spiritual master and render service unto him with great devotion and faith. Whatever one has in one's possession should be offered to the spiritual master, and in the association of saintly persons and devotees, one should worship the Lord, hear the glories of the Lord, with faith, glorify the transcendental qualities and activities of the Lord, always meditate on the Lord's lotus feet, and worship the deity of the Lord strictly according to the injunctions of the Shastra and the Guru. So this one verse that speaks about the surrendered soul and is part of the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj it's part of the teachings of Prahlad, but it's actually the teachings of Narada to Prahlad when he was in the womb of his mother. If you remember the story of Prahlad before he was born, Hiranyakashipu, his father, the demon, he was doing a great penance to have the strength and the power to conquer the three worlds. And fearing that his son will be also an asura, the Devas, led by Indra, came together and kidnapped Lilavati, the mother of Prahlad, that she was pregnant. So they fight with the demons that were there. Hiranyakashipu was not there because he was doing penance. And when they were taking her, Narada appears and says to Indra to pacify him, "Don't worry, the son that is coming in her womb is a great devotee of the Lord." So Narada took Lilavati to his ashram while the time Hiranyakashipu was doing the penance. And in that time, he was preaching to her about devotional service. And this is what he's saying, basically, the importance of taking refuge in the Master, the importance to glorify God, the importance to surrender your life to God. And I choose this verse because it's very easy sometimes to misunderstand what it means to surrender to the Guru. What does it mean to surrender to God? If we take what Guruji was speaking a few days ago in a satsang, 2 days ago, about taking refuge, he says, you think it's just to come and look at the Guru or look at God and sitting idly without doing anything, and then God will be pleased with you and he will just run to you. I think that's why it's so important to have the Guru, that can give more explanations on the scriptures. Because it's true, you can think that you are surrendered. That's the risk. Because you don't know if you're surrendered or not. You only know when you are being tested. But Guruji says, just sitting there without doing nothing, idly, for sure God will not come to you. And he says, you need to do your effort. Without doing your effort, it's very difficult. In the Guru Gita, in the verse 27, and also Guruji told me this directly in Mauritius, he says that the meaning of life is to find your Sadguru and serve him. Yeah, the meaning of life is to find your Sadguru and serve him. But again, we see in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 22, it says Krishna, but then there are those who adore me alone with undeviating concentration. For those who yearn for me in this way, I myself take charge of their prosperity and welfare. So again, these instructions without a proper context can make us fall really easily in, okay, then I just think on him, I worship him, I just think on him, or I say I surrender to him, I say it, and that's it. Then I have nothing to worry anymore. But Guruji says, no, you need to engage. And to come out of that, I would say a little bit of ungrounded thoughts, the importance is that we engage in seva, in selfless service, because selfless service takes us a step farther from just words. When we talk about surrendering, when we talk about loving the Guru, about loving God, it's very easy to speak about that. It's very easy to fantasize about that in the mind. But when you engage, when you do a step farther and you engage with seva, you take that commitment a little bit more far away. And you give the chance to the Guru to show you where you are not surrendered to him. Where do you have possibilities to improve? That's what you say, no? I want God. Okay, you engage in seva. Things start not going the way you wanted or think or thought. What happened? Do you still love God? Do you still are surrendered to him? Are you still willing to do the things that you need to do? So Guruji used the seva for putting our feet on earth to ground us. And why is difficult, the seva? Why for any devotee who engages in seva, why they are all struggling with it? honestly, because doesn't matter what you do, either in construction, in marketing, in administration, BMCCs, newcomers. No, everybody's kind of, man, this is so difficult. Doesn't matter what you do. And why is difficult? Because there is no reward first, so it's very difficult to explain to the mind why I'm doing this. Why I'm doing this. There is no money, there is no status, there is no glorification, there is no, like all what the things that the mind wants are not there. You're just serving for the sake of serving. So that's one of the challenge. But why then are we so drawn to serve? Why we cannot stop it? Why there is something inside of us that feels fulfilled? And that's the soul. Because what is the purpose of the human life, of the soul? Loving service to Narayana. What happened to the soul when it's realized in Vaikuntha, Sahadev? Well, what it says in the academy, or what Guruji says, is loving service. So when you are free in Vaikuntha, you are serving. No, it's not the kind of heaven that we were painting. No, when you go there, you rest. No, you serve. So sooner we become friends with the idea that we will spend our eternity in service, then it's easier to just start to love it now. But what happened? The ego, the mind, thinks that actually serving, you cannot be happy if you don't do things that have a benefit for you, an immediate and explicit benefit for you. That's the ego lie. The ego knows about satisfaction. So there is something beyond the ego, the soul, that feels or rejoices when there is selfless service. Now again, it's very easy to fall into this ungroundedness. I remember, and I shared already before, the story when I broke my knee. About 5 years ago, I broke my meniscus, and I was quite adamant on not operating my knee. I was afraid of it, and I didn't want to do it. So my plan was, I will just dance in devotion in the temple, and God will heal it. That far the mind can go when the mind doesn't want to do something. No? What happened? Guruji saw me. He knew that my knee was broken. He saw me from there where Vrishakapa is seated on the audio place. And he got me on the garden like 50 minutes later, and he scolded at me. And he said, what are you doing? Your knee is broken, you're dancing like a madman. He says, be grounded. And he said, go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and actually I ended up operating my knee. In the way I didn't expect, God helped me. Because actually everything went well, the knee was perfect after, the doctor was amazing. Everything flowed just perfectly. But in my mind, the fear of an operation, the rejection of pain, the rejection of the risk of having a problem, the mind is afraid of it. So I didn't want to take responsibility for what I needed to do. And when I say that Guruji normally asks, well, he doesn't ask, but whenever you engage yourself in seva, what happens is that things get messy and complicated. And from outside, I see maybe his seva, and I say, it's easy. And from outside, he sees my seva, and he say, it's easy. But when you start to do it, as Shankari does with the ashram project, when you start to do it, it becomes so complicated. And that's the quality, that's the treasure of the seva. Because when you learn to love to do it, then you become free. I remember when a devotee came to Guruji many years ago, And he had his daughter sick. I shared the story also a few times. In a very majestic way, Guruji called them to the relic room. He put his hand on the daughter's shoulder. A flash of light involved the room. The daughter, who had cancer, another disease, organs displacement inside of the body, was just 2 years old, and the expectation of life very short, got healed. And these men came to Guruji and said, from now on, my life belongs to you because you saved my daughter. So I want to serve you. Tell me what I need to do. And Guruji at first told him, just continue with your life. It's okay. Be happy. And then he insisted, no, I want to serve you. Tell me what to do. And Guruji told him, okay, move to London. That's the adesh, that's the instruction, that's the seva. Move to London. Guruji hugged him and said, remember that I love you. So he moved to London, and in the border, the police got him. And it happens to be that he had criminal records, and he needed to still pay some time in jail because of this that he had done. The police got him in UK. They sent him to Poland. And in these 5 years he spent in prison, actually, he was doing Atma Kriya Yoga in his jail and speaking with other people about Bhakti Yoga, about Narayana, about the glories of the Guru. That happens to be that he met another guy in prison who developed this connection with Babaji first, with Guruji later, with Yogananda also. He started painting, devotional paintings, Guruji's painting. He ended up being an amazing painter. He sent many of his paintings to Guruji as a gift, and he ended up becoming a devotee. So when we engage in seva, we don't know in which way Guruji will make us serve. But when we say yes, and we face the seva and the challenges, then the treasures are behind that. And then we can say we are serving, because we are not doing it for ourselves. I'm sure, I asked him, oh, for sure you were amazing. Like, imagine, like sometimes I fantasize with, will be amazing to be in jail, you know, and you just don't need to worry about anything. You can just be doing Kriya the whole day. And I asked him, and he said, no, bro, like the energy is very, very tamasic, very rajasic. You don't, it's not so easy to just sit and meditate. It's not how you think, he said, this guy. So yeah, it was not easy for him. When he can, he did Kriya. When he can, he read the Gita. But most of the time he was challenged, of course, to live inside there. For 5 years. And he told me not even one day I criticized Guruji because of this. Because I knew I needed to do it. And why? Because seva also challenged our karma. He needed to repay some things karmatically, and he did it. And like this, he became like literally free after. A short one also. All my life, I love artistic things or music or this, but I was never good at it. And in the contrary, I was always pulled into administration, marketing, Excel sheets, this kind of boring jobs all the time. So I ended up working in like huge companies doing reports and helping in the university to the marketing teacher. But I hate it. But for some reason, life was keep putting me into that things. So I came to the ashram. I'm doing 7 facilities. And one day I have a dream with Guruji. And he says, Aditya, you will move to marketing. And I look at him in the dream and I say, like, no way. I will do everything upside down. Like, I will do everything in the opposite direction. And he looked at me and smiled and continued walking. So that was the dream. Like, a few months later, guess what? Marketing department is open in Bhakti Marga. Aditya is pulled in. And I end up doing that I didn't like. And then, what happened? What I'm doing today, part of my seva, Excel sheets, reports, you know, doing all of these things that I thought when I'm becoming spiritual or when I'm becoming a monk, you stop doing these things, no? But no, you need to do it. Must be something karmic there, must be something that is challenging, that for other person may be easy. But for me it's kind of easy but I don't like to do it. And what happened after a while, I love to do it now. I love to do it. Again, now in the last trip to Argentina, I don't like public speaking. I get panic. And the wave, the Sangha organized that I need to speak in TVs, newspapers, and radios. At least 7 interviews. Satsangs at least once a day. But what happened after? When you do it, when you face the challenge, you end up liking it. You feel free. But if you say no to the challenge, then I stay in my own ungroundedness of the mind. I have the opportunity to face my karma. I have the opportunity to challenge my mind. And if I say no to the challenge, what happened? I stay in my own fantasy of what spirituality is about. The same with studying. That is what the Guru is asking all of us. Study, study, study. Southern excuse is not to study. But when I study, I feel so relief. I feel so good about myself. So, taking the fact that we will spend all our eternity in service, as soon as we accept that and we just face it, and we take the service, with responsibility, then we can say we are actually free. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Da 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 da.
Yato yato yamita
yato nasimho yato yato yami kato nasimho Mahi nasimho Ridaye nasimho Mahi nasimho Ridaye nasimho Mahi nasimho Ridaye nasimho Mahi nasimho Ridaye nasimho Narasimha Madhum Sharanam Rapadu Narasimha Madhum Sharanam Rapadu Om Narasimha Madhum Sharanam Rapadu Narasimha Madhum Sharanam Rapadu Bhavakara Kamalavai Maputa Shinga Danita Hidanya Kashipu Tanutinga Ishabadita Vedahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hari Jai Jagadisha Hari Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakindaya Karuna Karaya Mangala Mangala Yakindraya Karuna Karaya Mangala Mangala Tapatita Mekaraya Mangala Mangala Tapatita Mekaraya Mangala Mangala Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Oh Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Sanityama Padistitaya Mangala Mangala Sanigrama Padistitaya Mangala Mangala Titandatarine Gunadachaya Mangala Mangala Titandatarine Gunadachaya Mangala Mangala Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Oh Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Sake Karanaya Mangala Mangala Range Sake Karanaya Mangala Mangala Om Mananataya Karinatadaya Mangala Mangala Mananataya Karinatadaya Mangala Mangala Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Om Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Yakiraj Jai Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Oh Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare बात चलों के साथ दास चलों के साथ चल में दूर करे ओ जय जगदीश हरे जो जाने बल पाले दुर्गा बिना से मन का स्वामी दुर्गा बिना से मन का सुख सापति गरारे सुख सापति गरारे काष्ठ मिटे तन का ओ जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता तुम्हारे शरण गाँव में किसकी स्वामी शरण गाँव में किसकी तुम बिना और न दूजा तुम बिना और न दूजा आशा करने किसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे Purana Paramatma, Tumma Dharayami, Swami Tumma Dharayami, Parabrahma Parameshwara, Parabrahma Parameshwara, Tumma Sabake Swami, Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, Tumma Karuna Ki Sagar, Tumma Parana Karata, Swami Tumma Parana Karata, Te Sevaka Tumma Swami, Te Sevaka Tumma Swami, Kripa Karo Bharata, Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, Tumma Ho Eka Agochar, Sabake Pranapati, Swami Sabake Pranapati, Kisa Vidhi Nirundayama, Kisa Vidhi Nirukepama, Tumma Tobe Tumati, Oche Jagadisha Hare, Dina Bandhu Dukahata, Tumma Rakshaka Mere, Swami Tumma Rakshaka Mere, Karuna Hata Padao, Karuna Hata Padao, Sharana Padati, Oche Jagadisha Hare, Vishaya Vikala Mitao, Paparo Deva, Swami Paparo Deva, Shada Bhakti Padao, Shada Prema Padao, Santana Ki Seva, Oche Jagadisha Hare, Tanna Manna Tanna Tera, Swami Sapakutai Tera, Swami Sapakutai Tera, Tera Tucheko Arpan, Tera Tucheko Arpan Lage Mera, Oche Jagadisha Hare, Oche Jagadisha Hare, Swami Jagadisha Hare, Bhakta Loke Sankata, Dasata Loke Sankata, Shaname Gora Kare, Oche Jagadisha Hare, Om Amita Karira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Manita Karira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Oh Chakarira Ko, Chakarira Ko, Chakarira Koji, Chakarira Ko, Chakarira Ko, Chakarira Koji, Mane Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Shama Mane Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Govinda Mane Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji, Giritari Lala Chakarira Koji. Tvameva Mata Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Pandushta Saka Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Tavinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityoma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. It's Lakshmi Narayan Bhagwan रत्न सिंह भगवान की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण कन्हैया की जय, श्री महाप्रज्ञ पावच की जय, श्री रमणुचार्य की जय। वेद से बोलो सतगुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की जय। ओम कृष्णाय गोविंदाय गोपी जनवल्लभाय पराय परम पुरुषाय परकर्म मंत्रयंत तंत्र औषधश्च शस्त्राणि सम्राय सम्राय हरियोर्मुचाय मुचाय। ओम नमो भगवते महासुदर्शनाय दीप्तिज्वलप्रदाय सर्वतीक्षुभनाहुपा परस्मै परब्रह्मणे परमज्योतिषे स्वाहा। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। श्याम वेंकटरमण गोविंदा गोविंदा, गोपिका जीवन स्मरणम गोविंदा गोविंदा, भक्तवत्सल गोविंदा 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 गोविंदा। पुंडलीक वरदे एकनाथ नंदे महाराज की जय, समस्त भक्त मंडली की जय।